doot, 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 ba, ba, da, ba, da, 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 da. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 5 of Pokemon Platinum. Alright, so we made it here to Orberg City now. So now let's go around and explore the place. 8 jumps can be used over and over again, so it'll be tricky to see what kind of moves they have. Of course they do. Of course, man. Anyway, one of your points of interest should actually be up here. Because on Route 207, there is a Pokemon that you want to find here. And there it is. Machop. Of course, Machop's not a bad Pokemon by itself if you want to raise it up for yourself. I mean, what other Pokemon can you possibly get where it has 2 really good abilities like Guts and No Guard by your side? Particularly No Guard should probably be the ability that you want to go for when it comes to Machop, because that will cause it and the opponent to never miss any moves at all. So No Guard is just an amazing ability to have. But I'm not planning on using Machop at all. Well, for one thing, I can't fully evolve it because, well, this is an emulated copy. And on the other hand, even though Machoke is pretty good, I feel like I might be a little bit too overpowered. Plus, I already know I have a lot of physical attackers on my team, on my clan team already, so that's fine. Superpower Pokemon, pure fighting type. Though small in stature, it is powerful enough to easily heft a number of Geodude at once. So you definitely want to keep Machop around for, you know, reasons. And also, behold, a Ponyta this early on. So why am I highlighting this specifically? Why am I highlighting the fact that you can catch a Ponyta right here and right now? Well, you gotta thank Pokemon Platinum. You really have to thank Pokemon Platinum for adding in more fire types to the equation. Because here's the thing, in Diamond and Pearl, Chimchar and Ponyta were the only fire types in the regular Pokédex. You really have to thank Platinum for adding in more, because this is as early as you're going to get if you don't have a fire type in Pokemon Platinum. In Diamond and Pearl, if you didn't have a fire type, well, you're pretty much SOL, buddy. Fire Horse Pokemon, pure fire type. As a newborn, it can barely stand. However, through galloping, its legs are made tougher and faster. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so right here is your opportunity to get yourself a fire type if you didn't choose Chimchar. Where am I? I'm right here. Well, the reason why I wanted to get a Machop is because there's someone here. Should be here. When you trade in a Pokemon, the item is held as well. Pretty cool, huh? You can set an item as a gift. Listen. Okay, right here. Do you have a Pokemon named Machop? Would you be willing to trade your Machop for an Abra? So, if you didn't already find Wild Abra, like my lucky butt did, then you can trade a Machop that you can catch in the route north of here to get yourself a free Abra. And this is what trading looks like. Yeah, get used to it, because this is probably one of the only times you're ever going to see it. And yes, this is basically a tradition for Pokemon games called the in-game trade. Which, yeah, is basically what it sounds like. So now introduces the concept of traded Pokemon into the mix. Kaza! Would you like some Kaza? So, in-game traded Pokemon can't be renamed. Basically, just like all traded Pokemon can't. Their levels will be exactly the same as the Pokemon that you trade away. Sometimes they might have a little gift, like an Oranberry. So, this Kaza has a quiet nature, so it's got a pretty good nature for its really high special attack. And it's got synchronized for its ability, so it passes on a burn, poison, or paralysis to the foe, so that's pretty good. You know, whenever it's inflicted by, you know, the same status condition. And just like this lady says, if a Pokemon grows too much, they won't be able to obey your commands. Not even friendship can be a part of the equation. So that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty not good. If you don't mind, how about show me a Pokemon called Geodude? Okay. So this guy wants to see a Geodude, huh? Well, that's exactly what we are going to do then, because thankfully, we have a place right outside called the Orbor Gate that we can use to encounter Wild Geodude at. And that's not you at all. There we go. There it is. Only took me, like, I don't know how long, but 15% chance, mate. 15% chance to find a Geodude. Honestly thought that would be a lot more common than 15%, but you know what? If it's all for the sake of showing everything, then I will do that very thing. Oh yeah, mate, look at that, mate. You got the Pokemon broke free. Yep, that's just me life. There, only took a few Pokeballs, but we got it. We got her. Nice. Rock Pokemon, obviously. Rock and ground type. At rest, it looks just like a rock. Carelessly stepping on it will make it swing its fists angrily. I sure do love rock with arms, says every Pokemon trainer that can't stand anything. Okay, so now that we have a Geodude, we can go up to that dude on the second floor to see what's up with him. By the way, that would be a Zubat in Diamond and Pearl and the remakes of Diamond and Pearl. Oh, that Pokemon, that's a Geodude. Wow, that's cool. It's so cute. That does it. I'll go out and catch Pokemon too. Thank you, my friend. This is a token of my thanks. Cool. Heal Ball. Nice. All that for a free Heal Ball? Absolutely. Yeah, admittedly, like, the Zubat is probably, like, the easier thing to do. But, you know, they really had to make the remake as faithful to Diamond and Pearl as they possibly could. Anyway. I believe, Psyduck Yellow because of his color. I don't understand the logic. Giving nicknames to Pokemon is the way to go. It is a very... There we go. Are you catching Pokemon? Here, take this if you like. A Dusk Ball. This is my personal favorite Pokeball of the whole bunch. Because Dusk Balls actually work way better at night or in dark places like caves. So yeah, but that's my preferred Pokeball. That's my preferred way to go. And there we go. We got a really good Pokeball. There are 8 gym leaders in the Sinnoh region. The objective for trainers is to get gym badges from them all. That means you'll have to defeat all of them in battles at their gyms. That sounds cool. And definitely a plot for a Pokemon game. That's definitely how it works. Work as if you use a rock-type Pokemon. Don't you think rock-type Pokemon are nice? I like how lumpy they are. They're so lumpy. They're very lumpy. They're very lumpy Pokemon indeed. Yes, they are. I believe in one... Yes. Right over here is another house where you can get another item. You remind me so much of the first time I got a Pokemon. Really? Is that what he said? Yeah, that's what he said. Why? I don't understand. But I believe up here on the second floor, your Pokemon's eyes are twinkling brightly. Seeing that makes me happy. Here, I want you to have this. A Great Ball. That works 1.5 times better than a regular Pokeball. Which is dare I say, very good. Yeah, just very good. Okay, so we basically explored most of what the city is for. As for this place, the Orberg Mining Museum, that's not going to be important until a little bit later. But let me heal up my Pokemon really quickly. I decided to actually keep Geodude around, actually. Because you never know when you're going to need a wall. So anyway, chop, 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 chop away on the rocks. Yes, indeed. You can find 2 items over here at this visually revamped place. You can find a Dire Hit, which can raise your Pokemon's critical hit ratio. And a Yellow Shard. And I believe right here is a Heart Scale. So up here is also a Hidden Pearl. So Heart Scales, you're not going to find a use of them for a good while. But as for Pearls, you can actually sell them for a high price. There are some items in Pokemon games that will allow you to sell for a pretty high price, and having that Pearl is actually pretty good. So you'll get 700 Pokédollars for this. And I believe that will about do it. Oh, and the lady on the left right here has a net ball. A net ball works better on bug and water types. I'm not going to buy some right now, but who knows if I will. I might just catch my team members in like different balls or something. That's definitely how it'll go. Anyway, I'm gonna put Palakeen out front because, well, I'm just gonna face it right here. Let's just face it. I don't think any of my other team members are gonna be particularly useful for stuff coming up. So I'm gonna use a Repel right here. Just so I can avoid any wild Pokemon over here. You can find Zubats, you can find Geodudes in here, but you can also find the rare occasional Onix here. But I wouldn't recommend catching Onix, especially if you're going after its evolved form. I'll just say that right now. Anyway, here we are at Orberg Mine. So what we want to do here is go all the way over to the right because the path to the left is blocked off. You can find a potion here. And Repel's effect wore off, of course. And find this dude. Okay, stand back and watch this. Using the hidden move Rock Smash, a boulder blocking your way. Actually, I just punched a boulder. Fallen boulders need to be smashed so that they're out of the way. If you could get the badge from the gym in town, you'd be able to do this too. Of course, you'd have to beat the gym leader first. That'd be me. Way to shirk your gym leader duties by doing what you love best, which is smashing rocks. Actually, what the heck am I doing? It's important to have hobbies. I would never take away your hobbies from anybody. All the trainers here are basically optional here, so there's really no need for you to worry about me showing these. All they're really going to have is just Geodudes and Machops because, you know, they're the workers, doopy-doop. So that's going to be pretty good. Now, the reason why I said that I wanted to get Palakeen out front right here, or as the main center, is because, well, you're going to be fighting a lot of rock types soon, and if you don't already have a Pokemon that can deal with rock types, like, if you didn't already evolve Chimchar into Monferno at this point, or if you didn't get a Machop, if you didn't get, like, a Psyduck, or if you didn't get a Pokemon that you can find out on the north route of Jubilife City, then you're probably not going to be in the best shape. In fact, probably just as an assurance, I'm definitely gonna head back to Jubilife City and then go to the route up north. Just so that I can find the Pokemon with that very thing. So that'll be good. When is this Machop going to faint for the love of Gorsh? Golly. There we go. So you get a lot of experience from that. Wah! Mercy, I cry mercy! That's right, cry and mercy. Escape rope. You can use that to escape from a dungeon. But I really wouldn't call this a dungeon. Anyway, I'm going to fight all the trainers here, just for the experience. And if they have a Pokemon that we haven't seen yet, then I'll show them off. With that nice experience gain, Doofy got to level 9, and he learned Defense Curl. And Palakeen got to level 12. That's actually pretty damn good. Simply go up north to Route 204 in from Jubilife City. I'm not going to fight any of these trainers yet, obviously. But there is a Pokemon that you can find here that will actually help you out with the Rock-type gym if you need another extra layer of protection. And it's not you. It's definitely not Wurmpearl, that's for sure. How hard was it to get a 25% encounter rate? Badoo! So this is the Pokemon that I would highly recommend also if you're using a Chimchar or anything. Because Badoo has the move Absorb. And Absorb is a grass special move. So it'll be really good for rock types. So I'm gonna go ahead and capture you. And yeah, that's gonna be my extra layer of protection. I'm basically, well, my plan is, well, I'm gonna explain it, further along the road, but these Geodude and Badoo are gonna be my extra layers of protection here. There we go. And yes, if you're not familiar with this Pokemon, this is the pre-evolved form of Roselia, which got a new evolution in turn in this game, because the Gen 4 god said, give them evolution. The Bud Pokemon, grass poison type. Sensitive to changing temperature, the bud is said to bloom when it feels the sun's warm touch. So, because you're actually going to have a little bit of a use on my team, you are going to go by the name Georgia. Alright, so with that all said, we're all done. So, next time on the Pokemon Platinum, we are going to take on the Oreburgh City Gym. So I will indeed see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.